Mohotel Adventures. Bonjour, France.
Oui, oui.
What an amazing trip that was. Unbelievable France again. We did it again. Not only for the Brittany one, we've done the Atlantic coast, and it was truly monumental, and everybody wants to kind of like know about like costs and stuff like that. So I've done a rough costings, and we've still got a few euros kicking around, you know what I mean? We didn't spend a lot of money, and so anyway, on the campings just alone, I'll tag in some of these figures as well on the side so you can take stock of what I'm talking about. If you can anyway, yeah, so we ended up having 17, well, it wasn't 17 nights in total, we ended up having 23 nights away in total. We had 17 nights on camping car park-ups, and that amounted to about €271.41, which equated to 237.5 pence UK money. So that's what we spent on camping car parks, which was absolutely phenomenal. You know the score, you know how much we love them. Electricity, security, able to get rid of your wastewater, your chemical, and electricity, all that sort of stuff. You know the score. So we had, out of that 23 nights, we had 2 free nights on the port. One which was on the port of Poole, which is a real comfortable night. If you watch the video, you'll know. If you've been there, you'll know how good it is up Poole. You're just literally waiting for the ferry to arrive in the morning, and that was one. The next one was on the way back, where we stayed at the port of Roscoff, which was equally as good. The noise started a little bit in the morning, so obviously the traffic starts getting going about like 5:30, 6 o'clock down there. Lorries tearing around, shunting trailers onto the boat, stuff like that. But anyway, we had a good night there. So that was 2 free nights on both ports, free camp-ups. We also, when we dropped into France on our first night, it wasn't really planned. We were heading out towards the coast. We ended up spotting that car park, which was full up with camper vans, and we ended up, right, let's go for it. We want to do just chill out, crash out a little bit from the crossing. So that was a freebie air. There was no electricity there. There was no chemical, nothing like that there, but they're not far away. You know the score in France. So that was fine. We'd only just started our trip at that stage. So then we had 2 nights on a camping in La Rochelle, on that campsite, which was really, really convenient for visiting the city of La Rochelle, and that was €49.38. And then also on the return, when we came over to Ile de Ré, we ended up having 1 night on the camping at La Flotte with that was €19.50 at La Flotte with electricity. The campings at La Rochelle, 1 night was non-electric, the second night was electricity, so pretty good. So in total, we ended up having, like I said before earlier, we had 23 nights away in France. Euros was 340.29 cents, which changed to English money, pounds, was 297.19 pence. So we just managed them 23 nights for under £300 accommodation, which was pretty phenomenal, and that worked out our average nightly cost was £12.92. So under £13 per night, the whole thing. So we thought that was pretty darn good, to be honest. Anyway, yeah, what was I going to add to that? I think we ate out 3 times, which one of them we went to a restaurant in La Rochelle and the bill was only about €36. So obviously depending on how glam you want to dine, your lifestyle, whatever, depends what you want to do. We were eating a lot of our own cooked food. We took our Ninja. The Ninja was absolutely amazing. We really started getting into it, you know, really getting into the Ninja. You know, in the early days, we've taken our Greggs sausage rolls. They were brilliant. Then bacon and cheese slices. Greggs, absolutely. We're pretty like ordinary sort of... That's what we kind of like. I kind of like that kind of food. So value from, you know, again, it kept our overall kind of like cost down immensely. We mentioned it on the trip. Every time I put diesel in this vehicle, we did 4 fuel stops, which were not full from empty to the brim. They were literally 50 litres. So we did 50, 100, 150, and then we did 200. The gauge at the moment is still above between quarter and half full. So we've still got diesel from vans on that last fill up as well in the van. So all in all, it was really good value for money. And obviously then we were talking to a few people on the boat about booking ferries. I always do the outward, and then when you're kind of like ready, when you're thinking about coming, because sometimes things change and you might need to get back quicker than you anticipated, so then it just leaves it open. So and obviously as that time in September started to like tick away, the prices of the crossings start dropping, leading up to another when it becomes like half-term holiday, stuff like that, and then the prices start to rise again. But obviously in September it just starts to drop away again. And I managed to scoop that really good price. What was that? 230. I think it was 213, which we already mentioned that previously. About better like return crossing. So again, obviously you got to take into consideration both crossings for the overall. I haven't costed overall, but they roughly around about 200 out, 200 back in, and obviously the diesel, and then obviously a bit of euro to get beers, get pastries, get your cakes in the boulangerie, and a few groceries along the way and stuff like that. More milk, more bread, more beer, and the old bottle of Dom Papa rum. But so yeah, all in all, I just wanted to put this video out there to show you the cost effectiveness of it. I might actually do another video for favourite places. There was a lot of favourite places. There was a lot of favourite places. One particular place where we stayed the 2 nights was the Verdun Summer, where we came across the ferry. Obviously, don't forget the Royan ferry was, what was that again? €65, was it? €65 to get across that ferry, which we sort of put out a video on the day of doing it, and exact prices and stuff like that. So, but when we got the other side and we got to the camping car park by the harbour, it was a really epic location. We really enjoyed that, and we had 2 nights there, and yeah, really enjoyed that one. We enjoyed La Rochelle immensely. La Rochelle was a really vibrant city to go to, loads of different bars, shops, things to see, spectacular views to take on board. Yeah, very very It's nice to sit by the harbour side and have a few leffes like we did. Yeah, Grimbergens. I think Caroline might have had a coffee one night, but yeah, so really, really vibrant city, La Rochelle, totally recommended. And that campsite was so convenient just to walk across to the port and visit all the attractions there. So that was one good. Another one was, another highlight was, I think, Montalivet. Montalivet was, the town of Montalivet was spectacular. The coast down there, stunning. All the way down that Atlantic coast is stunning. And so yeah, I think I'll just like leave the video there. If you've been down there, what's your favourite place? We've done some epic riding down through the forest. We did another one that Caroline really enjoyed, was the Blaine, where we stayed at Blaine on the Brest to Nantes Canal. Another one of my favourites actually was the Loire, where we rode up the estuary of the Loire towards like Nantes. Very scenic, very nice. The Serpent, across the Saint-Nazaire Bridge, just down below on the Brevins-sur-Mer. Go and see if you're down that way, go and have a look at the Serpent, the sculpture of the Serpent. Totally epic. I loved it. Absolutely amazing. That was yeah, I'm just sort of I got ferry lagged. I got ferry lagged. We sort of like crammed so much into our trips, and especially me doing the vlog, stuff like that, trying to show you guys what we're seeing and stuff. So it can be a bit sort of tiring. So managed to get a bit of respite, get back to the UK, and have some amazing food back here in the UK. Gammon steak tonight with a fried egg on top with onion rings and a side of chips. Die for it. Do you know what I mean? There's certain things people like us we do miss, and these beds are comfortable. You know the score. Your own bed. So yeah, so in a way, bit of respite, a few hot showers, get a bit cleaned up, back to normality. But yeah, an epic trip. I'm just actually compiling a few sort of almost like binge videos of gonna like paste a few of the whole videos together in big long videos. So obviously people that have watched the videos along the trip, you probably may not want to be watching them again, but I'm just putting them out there basically for if you want to sit down on a rainy day and look at the road trip total from beginning to end kind of thing. That's the reason why I'm doing that, and then you can take stock of more of the places where we stopped, and I'm trying to get maybe some extra pictures in amongst there as well. So hope you find them informative, and apart from that, we're just going to put all the money back in the piggy bank until next time. But looking at them figures, it won't be long. So hope you enjoyed this video, give you a little bit of inspiration on costs and stuff like that. So how do you think it compares? I must admit, we did used to stop in a hotel on the quayside in La Rochelle. We did it a couple of times on motorbike trips, and I was actually going to have a quick look, and if I have time on this video, I'm going to paste in the picture of the hotel and see what present cost is for that hotel as a bit of a little comparison. So thanks for watching the video, guys, and we'll catch you mighty soon on the next one. Bye for now.